Just don't give Light the Lolita, man. It's not good for you. Just don't. It's like the Cho with Yaoi. Just don't. Please, just listen. Don't. What's up? How's everybody doing? It's Leo. At your service. We are catching up to our roster reaction series. And I know there's a couple more teams we haven't talked about. So, you know what they say. Better late than never. Before we begin, if you haven't yet, please click subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, by the end, click like and comment down below. Viral reactions, any thoughts, any arguments you'd like to have. Let's have a discussion, alright? Let's talk about RSG SLATE Philippines. It's weird that we're talking about this team now because it's perfect timing. Some of these roster reaction videos happened pre-Season 11. Some of them happened right at the earlier weeks of Season 11. And now we're past the midway point. We're about to go into Week 5. And RSG SLATE Philippines are sitting at 3rd. They are behind Echo, our M4 World Champions. And then at number 1 currently is Bren Esports, who is just a whole nother beast, by the way. Like, my last video on this series was about Bren. I think we had even understatements in that one. We talked about Bren with Santi. Now, RSG SLATE Philippines is currently in MSC title defense mode. Like, that's what I see. That's what they are doing now. And RSG SLATE Philippines, by the way, is made up of a main 5, 2 subs, and 2 coaches. They're actually keeping it very lean. They're rocking a main 5 in Light, Exhort, Eman, Nats, and John Paul Salonga, H2O. And then they have Kozin and Kirk as subs. And they also have their coaching staff. They're keeping it very close to the chest here with Coach Panda as their head coach and Coach Theo, aka Coach Ryzen, as their assistant coach. First off, let's go backwards in order. I really like the fact that they're only keeping 2 coaches. I have to be real with y'all. Handling an MPL team and at the level of competition now, it's impossible to do things on your own. Like, there's no way. There's no way. So, it's amazing that Coach Theo is here and knowing what he's been through and knowing where he came from. A lot of amateur chops and now coming up into the MPL, like, he's worked hard for this. I think that's a good combo. So, RSG SLATE Philippines, they have a great coaching staff. They also have a solid main 5. And all due respect to Kozin and Kirk, I don't think there's much to change here. I honestly believe they are going to make it as far as they need to go with this main 5. Let's first talk about Light. My boy Dylan, our Season 9 MVP of the season. Just, again, don't give him the Lolita. Don't give him the Cho. Don't give him the Franco. It's going to sound like you don't want to give him anything. But that's just how it is. Light is an amazing and intelligent young man. His mechanics will baffle you sometimes. Pero hear me out. His most important trait and his championship winning trait at that is his game IQ. Sobrang taas ng game IQ ni Light. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in my previous videos or in the times I've discussed RSG SLATE Philippines, but that's what they have in their roamer, in their captain, in Light. So, bar none, I'd say. Top 3 in the history of modern MLBB esports, I'd put Light up there as one of the highest IQ players in game. Now, supporting him in mid is a veteran of many years. I can't believe it's taken Exhort this long to become an MPL champion, to be an international champion, and he deserves it. Now he's really like, he's popping off. I think I talked about on broadcast, whether that's week 1 or 2, how I believe the fact that Exhort is looking at this post 4, this mid role, as still Aqua's role, and he's talking about it how I'll take care of this. I'll make sure I earn this. Even if you're taking a break and you're watching, I'll make sure that you're proud of me. I'd like to respectfully disagree because Exhort has earned more than that. He's made it his own role. When you say the words Kadita God, even before this whole modern age of MLBB esports, the MPL, isang tao lang yun eh. And that's Exhort. And I love that they're really just stretching him, flexing him out, having him do this as a full-time player here on the roster. And I think that's what's helping them go into like full-on MSC title defense mode. Nats, who is our Season 9 Grand Finals MVP. For, I'd like to think 6 months to a year now, the XP lane has been the X Factor lane. Kung malakas ang XP lane mo, you're no one can get you. Like, if your XP lane is solid, whether it's a dead lane or it's one of those lanes where you push, you're clearly winning, you rotate out, make a difference somewhere, you own like 3/4 of the map, like, Nats is capable of either. He does better as the latter, though. So that's one thing I'd like to see more become consistent. I'd like to see Nats maybe do better as a dead laner. Because when he's not winning, or when he's not like owning a half of the map, the rest of them have to pick it up. And it's not to put pressure on Nats unnecessarily. It's just that's how heavy the role is now. That's how important XP lane is. So I think it's also important to say kaya din malakas ang RSG. That's why they're so strong, is because Nats is able to carry that burden. That's why he's able to do these things for the rest of his team to shine. And when you alleviate the XP lane, you loosen up the gold lane. And that's why Eman's playstyle is so perfect for this team, for that dichotomy, that, how do I say, polar difference of timing and pacing, that tempo, that if in the XP lane you have someone who is as talented as Nats, the time that you're waiting to be able to get lethal shotgun blasts or even like Renner shots with Eman, you don't even feel it. Like, the pressure is off and he's able to farm up. Next thing you know, you can't even like cross the river because Eman is watching you. Eman is waiting. So that's the kind of player Eman is. And need I remind you, he's the MSC Grand Finals MVP. Eman is just, that's Eman for you. And last but not least, H2O. Utility H2O. I don't know what Coach Panda and Coach Theo have done to this young man or the rest of the team. I don't know what they've done to John Paul Solonga, but I'm loving it. And dude played tanks a lot last weekend to, just break the camel's back, the last straw. Yung ginawa niya, did it to Carl Tizzy, and he won. He swept. He ended Echo's reign. Well, not Echo's reign. Echo's winning streak. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. And with this growth in H2, for all the haters who are saying they hit, or he hit, his mechanical cap, mayroon pa palang bago kay H2. There's something else that H2 can do to grow. And if he's capable of doing this, who knows what else he's capable of doing? Who knows what he will do to evolve, to be able to defend the MSC title, to even help claim an MPL championship himself. Make RSG SLATE Philippines a 2-time MPL winning championship team. And then he himself get his first title and then fly out to Cambodia. Alright? The hashtag see the world. I'm excited, honestly, to see how far this whole RSG SLATE Chronicle will go, if they'll eventually be able to defend their title. And again, Omega did it last time. They're the ones who flew out as well, so they were able to at least defend their title that way. Got close to it too. I wonder if RSG is going to be one of those, and then the other team is going to be the X Factor. Now who that is, I'm not so sure, but this video is about RSG SLATE Philippines, so yun. And yeah, like and subscribe. I'll see y'all week 5. Peace out.